Hello, welcome once again to Aural Delights of Hadda. This is episode 5, I think, isn't it?
It is.
I'm joined by Alex, as usual.
Hello.
And this episode, we've got Simon, who's the saxophonist in Rights. Hello, Simon.
Hello there, Wasp. Hi.
Good to be able to hear you, because we've just had a right faff around with the technology for an hour, haven't
Yes,
we?
I'm having to shout all the time, but that's okay. I'm used to that.
And I can see you having to lean close to your microwave, I nearly said microphone. So I hope that's not going to do your back in. But
Should be fine.
We'll proceed as we can, and if you what is it the dentist says? If you need us to stop, raise your hand. we'll pause and give your back a break. But no, thanks for joining us this episode, Simon.
Well, thanks for having me on. I've got a selection of music I've selected for you. I don't know how it'll go down, but that's the whole point of this, I suppose.
It certainly is, and actually, Matthias, I found really hard to predict what he would bring, but I think you have nudged him into second place in that in those stakes, and I have absolutely no idea what you're going to bring tonight. So yeah, that's going to be really interesting from my point of view.
Yeah, well, that's what makes it interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
Matthias's stuff was fairly widely selected. I think mine's at least equally so.
Aha, okay, intriguing.
Excellent.
Right, so you've brought 6 songs, haven't you?
Yes, I have.
And I've brought my obligatory 7 just to trump you.
So actually, I've got 5 plus a choice of 2 for the 6th one because I couldn't decide.
Aha, so you could have 7. We'll see how it goes. You might get to play both of them, huh?
We could do.
We're not that hard and fast. Wouldn't imagine. It's just like I like to start and end. I don't know if that's some kind of like power play that I'm having, but yeah. Anyway, so shall I launch with the first song then? And let's see.
Please do what, yes.
And so this is from a friend of the band, actually. And it's our good friend Chris Butler. And he's a folk punk singer from Belper, I think he is. And that's in Nottinghamshire, I think, isn't it? Or is it in the Peak District? I don't know. Shameful knowledge of British geography there. But so, yeah, this is Chris. And I can't remember the name of the fucking song. You're gonna what's it called? Just Do It. It's called Just Do It. So yeah, let's see what you think of this then.
The first line of this song says, I'm just going from E to A. Eagle-eyed amongst you guitar players out there will be noticing that with a capo on the guitar, this is no longer E and this is no longer A. But we're going for poetic license here, because after 20 years or so, the voice changes and so does the capo on the guitar. Also notice there's a change of hat on this occasion. A hat that's worn on auspicious occasions, the last time being a Dolly Parton concert in 2007 to my recollection. This song, it goes out to anyone who's going to struggle through the next 4 weeks of lockdown. Look after yourself, brothers and sisters, look after each other. Stay safe, stay well and stay free. And over in the US, this afternoon as I sit here, I'm waiting to hear how my brothers and sisters are doing in the US, waiting to hear of the end of Donald Trump's reign. Here it's called It's Just Do It. Going from E to A, I think of things I'd like to say, and then I seem to be away. Then I don't know what to do, I don't always think it through. Can you get into it too? I'm only using simple chords when I'm treading on the boards, I'm just playing with words. So here's another song, and I hope it don't last long. I know I sometimes get it wrong. Then I realize it's true, I'm not saying anything new, so it means it could be you. It could be you standing here after you have had a beer. It's not uncommon, it's just fear. You'll overcome it anyway and enjoy the chance to play, and I can show you E and A. Then you can join in my song. We won't care if it goes wrong. We can laugh and say so long. We won't care if it goes wrong. We can laugh and say so long. You can come and join along.
So, what did you think of that then, Simon?
I liked it. I've heard one of his other things probably on one of these previous episodes of this. It's nice. It's a good, not remotely pretentious, but really nice stuff. And he plays well, and it's fun. Yeah,
That's exactly what I like about Chris's work. Is it's really down to earth.
yeah.
It's got no pretense, you know. So you hit the nail on the head for how I feel about it as well. And he's been really good to us in Rights. He's opened doors for us by not meaning to, I don't think, and fully believing that he couldn't, but he has. And he's a lovely guy. So yeah, it's a pleasure to play one of his songs.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. He's a good storyteller as well, but he does waffle. He knows it. He says he does.
Oh, good. Well, don't insult him after we've played his song, Alex.
He'll be the first to tell you that it's one part talking, one part. I mean, it's great. I wish I could do that. I wish I could just play some simple chords and just talk over it. Like it's a great style. It's a nice
skill,
style.
Isn't it?
Yeah. He plays his chords well too. I mean,
he plays very well.
Yeah, that's part of it.
And he has a wonderful taste in hats. And especially in that video, the camp level of that, people can't see if they're listening on the podcast, but you can check out the video. It's on YouTube, and Chris is wearing a fantastic pink Stetson. Is that the word for it, Stetson?
I think it is.
Yeah, it's a cowboy hat anyway, but, I was trying to look highbrow, or if you can, talking about cowboy hats. Anyway, so let's move on to your first choice of the episode then, Simon.
Well, I thought I'd start with something which is old, but someone reintroduced me to, played it. I heard it quite recently, and I realised I vaguely remembered it from a long time ago, but it's really, really nice. It's a Jamaican, it's from Studio One, so it's like the 60s Jamaican, early ska era.
Oh,
stuff.
Fabulous.
So it's sort of very, very upbeat and positive, so it's something I think that everyone would get into.
Fabulous. So
let me see if I can load it up for you. I should...
The technology is not on our side today, is it?
I should say it's Cedrick Brooks is the instrumentalist, and it's called Mungundu.
Okay, great.
Mungundu.
That was beautiful. I
I'm glad,
thoroughly enjoyed it.
I'm glad
It's
you
the kind
enjoyed
of
it.
ska we used to I really enjoyed it. It's got some really interesting sax on there as well.
Yes, I do love it for
Some
that.
like, yeah, really nice. It's the kind of ska we used to play to get everyone to go home after the raves I used to organise years ago.
I think it would have made them
Not
stay.
because yeah, not because people didn't like ska, but it would just kind of be that, you know how you're supposed to do a cool down when you've done a run. It was like when you've been dancing to techno for 18 hours, then you have like the ska out to try and drag you back into reality a little bit.
Yes, that makes sense.
Really
It's
nice.
a nice, accessible one as well. Yeah.
Yeah, really accessible, really floaty. I really enjoyed it. I'm pleased to have got to listen to it because people listening at home and after we've heavily edited this won't understand the problems we're having with technology tonight. So I'm pleased I got to hear that. And also, I mean, I think I'm going to have to cancel my 10 o'clock dick appointment because it's now 10 to 9 and I can't see us finishing by 10. But there we go. So you've got the pressure of everything on tonight. So yeah, what shall I move on to? How can I follow that beautiful bit of ska? I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow it with a cover version, and it's a cover version by Bobby Stickah, who's the front person for the Mighty Boss Mags, who are based in Liverpool. I think they're based in, or is it Warrington? It's somewhere up there anyway. Sorry, Boss Mags.
I think they're from Warrington, but I'm not sure if they're based there.
Okay. You can tell I didn't do my research very well for this. Anyway, it's a great cover version. I really loved it. It's recently out. It's a couple of weeks ago he put it out. He might have put it out for Samhain, Halloween. I can't remember, but I saw it on his Facebook page and I thought, next podcast I'm going to play that. So here's Bobby Stickah with Get Up, Stand Up, and it's a fucking fantastic video. So if you're into looking things up on YouTube, give it a look.
Get up, stand up. Stickah style. Get up, stand up. Stand up.
was fun.
It's fun, isn't it?
That's a lot of fun. Yes, almost can't call it cover version because it's just so far removed. But wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's really out there, isn't it? And the video is excellent. And I don't know who's making that video, but I'm feeling like we should poach them for our team. But yeah,
Yes, this is good.
it's really inspired cover version. And I enjoy the sort of pagan heavy imagery in the video. And, like a nice camp little hip gyration as well going. Well, I say a nice little, there's quite a lot of hip gyration going on in that video. And
I thought you'd comment
fully
about
support
that.
it. But yeah, so I don't think we played the Boss Mags on this show, have we, Alex?
No. I played them on Punk for the Homeless podcast a couple of weeks ago. But
they do a great live show, and that video, although it's just Bobby in the video, who's the front person, it's kind of a testament to the live show that they do. It's very visual, very exciting, and really good fun.
I have to admit I'd not heard them before, but that's really entertaining, as you say.
So have you got something as equally entertaining to follow that with?
What I was going to next is completely and utterly different. So a complete change of
Good, that's how I like it. Actually.
Direction. This is a few years ago. I hadn't played music for a long time, and I joined. I've discovered there was a little improvising choir locally, and I plucked up the courage, even though I was very shy about singing in public. I went and joined them, and there are two choirs. One was like a community one that I was part of, and the other was professional singers doing the same thing, and we all sort of mixed together. So these people became my friends, and that got me back into music, and why I started playing saxophone again.
Yeah.
So this is an album made by the professional version of our choir, so people I know, and this is one track from that. So it's an improvised vocal piece.
Fantastic.
So it's called STEM, and it's from an album called Landmass.
Wow. That was very beautiful.
That was amazing.
And it really reminded me of the kind of improvisation that happens at pagan gatherings around the fire at night, you know, and which kind of in turn reminds me of some certain types of indigenous singing from Africa. It was just extremely beautiful. Do you know what the inspiration was for that improvisation?
The tracks on the album are sort of about earth and growing plants, and so that's called stem. So the one is called seed, and then the stem, and so on. But I think I'm right in saying that those were applied afterwards to it. So it was just they just improvised, but it always has this ritual feeling to it. Whatever happens,
It had a really strong ritualistic and pagan feeling to it.
Yeah.
And and I felt like I was there with them, actually, you know. It's very encompassing, and I really enjoyed it. It's very beautiful.
Good.
Thanks for sharing that. I'm not sure how to follow that.
No problem.
So it'll be another kind of right angle turn. So maybe I'll go for... Yeah, I'm going to go for Poppy. And I've played Poppy before on the show. In fact, I played her on the last show. But since the last episode, she's released this graphic novel. We used to call them comics in my day, but they're called graphic novels now. She's released this graphic novel and an album that went with it. And she's done these successions of albums, music to, something to. She's done music to sleep to, music to read to. And this latest album that she's put out is music to scream to. For as well as Poppy being basically a pop, new metal-ish singer, she's also making this kind of experimental music that she does under the name Poppy as well. So this is from Poppy's most recent release, Music to Scream To, and it's Scream 4 M's. They're all called Scream. And the first track's called Scream with 1 M, second track Scream with 2 M's, and this is the fourth track, Scream with 4 M's on the end.
Scream number 4.
Exactly, Scream number 4. And it's, you know, I mean, I suspect it was improvisation, although I don't actually know that. And it is kind of on your more experimental noise side of music. So yeah, I'll be interested to hear if you enjoy it at all.
Okay, let's listen. Wow, well, that was some fairly extreme noise, wasn't it?
Do you ever listen to anything like that, Simon?
I do occasionally go. I have to be in a certain frame of mind to get into stuff that goes that far. But yeah, it gets more interesting, and you sort of once you get into it, there is definitely something there worth listening to. Yeah, so
Absolutely. I mean, it's not a direction I turn in frequently, but a couple of times a year I have a right noise binge.
Yeah.
And like for 2 or 3 days, I'm just listening to different noise.
I don't think I'd do 2 or 3 days together. I think I might do a smaller sample than that. But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting stuff. Yeah.
Perhaps not continuous days, but like noise would be the main focus of a few days there, and actually it puts me in a similar frame of mind to the track that you played before, the improvised vocal piece. I don't know why. For me, that it's more of a spiritual, or it's got a slightly more spiritual edge than a kind of prescriptive songwriting or whatever. So it ticks some of the same boxes, not all of the same boxes, but some of the same boxes.
There's something similar, yes, I guess.
Yeah,
in the way you react to it, not in the sound itself, but just the reaction.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely, and this sort of immersion.
Yes.
And I mean, I know probably all songs have the power to do that. In fact, they do. But there's a deep immersion about noise and improvised voice stuff that has no words. That's that I find really engaging.
When the sound is improvised or abstract, you do have to put more effort in as a listener yourself to it, because it's not leading you along, telling you what to think.
It's not an oven ready Brexit deal, is it?
Absolutely not.
Anyway, I really like noise, but not very frequently.
Yeah, I'm not the same, I think, on that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I appreciate. I don't want to wax too much lyrical about Poppy because I've got some fangirl thing going on with Poppy, but it really makes her as an artist that she's doing that kind of thing, and she isn't just a pop singer for me. But yeah. So what's next from you, Simon?
Well, I had sort of had an approximate order. It's another complete 180-degree turn. It couldn't be more different. But let's do that, I suppose.
Yeah, let's do that.
So during lockdown, I've been trying to keep up playing sax, and I've been trying to learn some jazz tunes, which I've never attempted to do before. So I joined this little online community who worked together, studying a song together. And the first song I did was a song called "Out of Nowhere," which is so this recording is like 80 years old now. It's got Coleman Hawkins. It's got Django Reinhardt on guitar. So it's very dated, very much of its period. There's a wonderful saxophone solo on it, and it's a song that I've got to know better than I know any other song, I think, because I spent a month trying to learn all the changes and how to improvise over it. So
fabulous.
So it's ancient jazz.
That was lovely. I mean, jazz is not my natural resting genre. I like the Ella Fitzgeralds and Nina Simone's and that kind of easy listening. So that was really nice. But as soon as it starts to get slightly more experimental, I'm a bit like.
Yes, that's nice and old-fashioned and accessible again. But it's that Coleman Hawkins saxophone playing is just absolutely the very best.
It was gorgeous saxophone playing, and it was smooth and almost unrecognizable as a saxophone in a way.
Yes, it's that soft, smooth tone which just a few people manage to.
Yeah, I mean, I was listening to it. Is that a saxophone?
Nothing raucous about that.
No, it was absolutely gorgeous, and it might actually lead us on to our smoothest transition of the evening, because I've got some jazz to play now.
Wow, okay.
I know.
And I wasn't expecting that.
I mean, I expect this will be our only horizontal transition from the way it's gone so far.
Yeah.
But I think it was just a random like viral video doing the rounds on Facebook, and I saw this video of an artist called Gunhild. I don't know if you know of her, and she did some bagpipe saxophone, and it was bagpipe jazz, and it was absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to play that track tonight, actually. I mean, but it is amazing, and I'd suggest you and anyone listening to go and look that up on YouTube. It's next level, and she's really talented. But in the weeks since I discovered that, saw that, I've listened to a lot of her videos on YouTube and looked her up, and she has been playing since she was a child, and her family had a jazz band called the Carling Family Band. So there's footage of her at age 10 with the family band. I think she's the youngest member. But she plays a plethora of instruments, and she's really talented, and it tends to do mostly cover versions, I think, from what I've seen on YouTube anyway. So this is a cover version, and I can't remember what of though, Alex. Because I had to close all my tabs, and my notes are very threadbare for this episode.
Is it ABBA Dancing Queen?
It's Dancing Queen by ABBA. And so here's Gunhild Carling with Dancing Queen by ABBA, and I'd suggest anyone check her out. She's a very talented woman.
Get in the swing and you look for the king. Anybody could be that guy. Night is young and the music high. A little bit of jazz music. Oh, and you got in the mood for dance. And when you get a chance, oh, you are the dancing queen. Sweet, only 17. Dancing queen, feel the beat from the tambourine. Oh yeah, you can dance, you can jive, having the time of your life. See that girl, watch that scene. She's a dancing queen.
was extraordinary, wasn't it? Quite extraordinary, yes. Very hard not to like that.
She's an amazing performer. She's got charisma oozing out of her sequence, you know. And to be tap dancing and playing an instrument and just she's quite an eccentric performer when you watch a few of her videos, and I really, really enjoy it. I could watch that 10 times in a row. It's such good fun, huh?
Yeah, that could have, if that's not the one that went viral, it could easily have been.
Yeah, I don't know why they haven't all gone viral. But honestly, you should check out the bagpipes jazz. It is next level. I'll try and remember to send a link to the group afterwards. But yeah.
Oh, I have to interject slightly because she's Swedish, and she got, with her solo act, she got famous on this one kind of open air TV show called Allsång på Skansen, which is, if you want to know about Scandinavian TV and like kind of middle of the road culture, you should check it out. I'll see if I can find you a video of her performing at Allsång på Skansen.
Middle of the road?
It's this family friendly. It's at like the open air like zoo and museum called Skansen in Stockholm, which is on the waterfront, and it's all like families go there and you sing along to popular songs and they have performers and stuff like that. It's very cheesy.
Wholesome.
I love it. I mean, I've seen Lordi play at that and some heavy metal bands and stuff, but most of it is sing along music and lots of cheese and family friendly variety hour sort of thing. But yeah.
I mean, that's also the second time we've played an ABBA song on the podcast, but neither are from ABBA.
True.
I mean, I enjoy ABBA, but I find their covers far more alluring than their actual music, to be honest. Or the covers of ABBA, I should say, rather than their covers, which I don't think they did any, but yeah. But yeah, no, I enjoyed that, even though I picked it.
Yeah, it was enjoyable. I enjoyed it too.
So where are we going next?
Well, this next one is my sort of Desert Island Disc option, because it's the one that it's something that I've listened to for a long, long time and always loved. And it's Neu, German band, and it's sort of a song that's almost came along just before punk happened and has a lot of the attributes that punk picked up. It's pretty. I don't know. It's pretty well known among some people and others. I don't know, but anyway, it's called Hero and it's Neu.
I loved it. What year is that from? Do you know?
75.
Aha.
I got very excited by that band when their first album came out, and I was going around telling everybody how wonderful it was, and they all said, "No, it's just weird. It's just weird." And time has gone on. They've been so influential. It doesn't sound so weird anymore. It just sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite psychedelic, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's got. I can see what you mean about it's some of the kind of proto-punk sounds coming in, but also the kind of crossover from the psychedelia of the 70s.
It was pretty experimental and radical at the time, and it still, I think, sounds pretty fresh and good.
Yeah, it does, and it's and thanks for ushering in the punk section of this punk podcast.
Yes.
I've got a couple of punk songs on my list now, so it's another smooth transition, maybe. But we've got into the groove now. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, and actually, I'd like to listen to the album that's from. I'm sure it's all of the same caliber and quality as that.
Yes, there's 3 albums to choose from. I can tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah, chuck us the links if you've got a moment at some point.
Yes, will do.
Yeah, thanks very much. So next, I think I'll go for Treason of the Monarchy, who's a band of a friend of ours, and a friend who's been to see Rights many times, and he's been a solo musician in his own right, John Warwick, and he started this punk band, and they're doing really well. They've put this album out, and I absolutely love it. I've listened to it handful of times on Spotify, which means it's passed the taste test. So, and this is they're called Treason of the Monarchy. The album's called Treason of the Monarchy, and this is the title track, Treason of the Monarchy.
Treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, 'cause I am the power. Treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, 'cause I am the fucking land. Lions were the standard when Britannia ruled the waves. We come for what we wanted, and we made you all our slaves. Cut the diamonds off my tiara, the gold upon my chains. Worth more than all of your dreams. I'm the longest of my reign. Treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, 'cause I am the power. Treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, 'cause I am the fucking land. A palace needs a new lick of paint. I'll take your income tax. You're all my fucking subjects. I'll hold you on the rack. Our blood is blue, we are better than you. You know that. Now chant my name, I rule this land forever. Amen, my lord. Treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, 'cause I am the power. Treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, 'cause I am the fucking land. Think of us as your misfits, but you haven't got a clue. We don't understand you and what the fucking hell you do. You never give us greetings, just stand in line and wave. Then you throw your fucking flowers when we're heading to our graves. Treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, 'cause I am the power. Treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, 'cause I am the fucking land. Treason, bang 'em in the tower. Reason, 'cause I am the power. Treason, make 'em all understand. Reason, 'cause I am the fucking land.
That's very nice and raucous and loud, isn't it?
Exactly, basically what I was going to say, kind of nice anarcho-punk, hates the monarchy, classic. Yeah. All the classic anarcho-punk facets are in there.
Yes.
It's all there, and I'm thoroughly impressed with that band and really enjoying it, and it's an absolute honour to be able to play a track from them on the show tonight. So yeah, I'm pleased to be able to air that. John's given us a lot of support on his podcasts and coming to gigs and sharing our stuff amongst his networks. So yeah, appreciate that, John. If you're listening as well, thanks very much.
Yeah, well done, John. We thoroughly enjoy it.
Absolutely.
He's been bringing out more songs like that are extra to the album, hasn't he?
I think they have actually. I had a little check on Spotify earlier to see if they've got anything more recent than that, and they did have 2 things more recent than that, but it didn't persuade my choice. That's probably my favourite song off their album. But yeah, they've put a couple of singles out since then, so they've been really active this year in the lockdown, and all power to them for that, because I mean I've been inactive. But yeah, I'm enjoying that at the moment. Is it another punk song you've got next, or have we got a slightly sticky transition now?
Well, it's another activist, anti-establishment thing, but it's not punk. It's someone I discovered recently. This is apparently about 4 years old, but I only discovered it about a month ago. Someone called Moor Mother, who's from, I don't know if you know them, but she's in Philadelphia. She's like an activist, musician, experimenter, and poet. And she's now moved on. She's working with sort of a free jazz ensemble as well as this. But this is from one of her first albums. And it's quite a powerful piece. It's Moor Mother, and it's called The Myth Hold Weight.
These stories run deep. These stories run high. Project steps keep going to the afterlife. These stories speak daddy's lullabies. Christian Goldeneye, fallen Malachi. The government suicide, overdose on pride. Mirror, mirror on the wall, divided we fall. Invited in the chamber hall of the slaughterhouse. We all voted red, we all lost our heads, so you ain't get the word of mouth. Just a visit in the Oval when the reptilians out. Dinner party at the devil's house. Fear God was the panning blouse. Memories faded. They don't love me like they love you. Is it because I'm black, or they want me black and blue? Another ignorant truth, imaginary news. We getting killed out here, hashtag. Condos and body bags, run high on NASDAQ. We want our money back, printed on fresh cotton in a glass of blood from the Confederate fountain that run through the Blue Ridge Mountains. Stop at Mount Hood, nights ride up the mountain to scream manhood. Scream manhood. From sea to sea to shining sea, oh say can you please put some more land upon the menu, and don't let death compliment you no matter how ugly you feel. Fix up, look sharp. They will sell you back your heart so you can load up guns for your art. Everything falls apart, North Philly rooftop view. Purple heart, scar tissue. We scream, we under your gun, hit and run under a ton, our mother's son. The summer many with less than plenty before us, hitchhike tour bus on bare feet. Concrete feet, jungle river, watch out for the killer, Jim Crow gorilla. It was a thriller, but now the thriller's gone. And we all sing along, humdrum, dazed out dumb. Deaf to the dreams before they come, looping trauma. Looping trauma, escape the drama. All actors, benefactors of evil, mislead you to not even believe you. Escape the drama. Escape the drama. Hollywood snakes, piranhas, snake opera, rap Madonna, Great Britain, Americana. Before and behind your time to remind you. Escape the drama. Escape the drama. But the myth hold weight like. The myth hold weight like. All the money from cotton, right? Like all the money from cotton, right? The myth hold weight like. The myth hold weight like. All the money from sugar, right? Like all the money from sugar, right? Build the street, turn right. At the stoplight where I read my rights and I read my wrongs. Yes, I'm not going home.
Awesome.
I loved that. It was really moving.
It really blew me away when I first heard that, and so I've listened to a lot of her other stuff as well. It's just some really good stuff. And I love
Actually,
that.
when I see that... Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say I love that line towards the end. Is I read my rights and I read my wrongs. Really, really strong.
Yeah, very powerful. And actually, I think I know of her. A friend of mine used to listen to her, I think. Once I heard the voice and saw the way it was written, Moor was written.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, yeah. I think people have recommended her to me in the past and I've not heeded the recommendation. So, yeah, I really appreciate you playing that. It's very deep.
Very powerful.
Is she still active today and putting stuff out?
Yes, she is, yes.
Yeah, I'm going to check her out. I'm going to look on the old Evil Spotify and see if she's on there. But yeah, that was really moving. I've got another punk song to follow that with. And how could we get away through this episode, timed as it is, without mentioning Donald Trump? So this is a song by Millions of Dead Cops, or MDC as they're affectionately known, who you may have heard of. Lots of their, well-established punk band. Lots of people have heard of them. I dip in and out of them. I don't really know the whole body of their work, but I, every so often it's a song catches my attention and I listen to that. And this time it's been one called Mein Trump. And I didn't know anything about this album, and then I looked it up on Spotify or on YouTube, I can't remember, and it was out in 2007, I think, or was it 2017? I think maybe 2017, actually. It was out in 2017. So it's obviously from a time before the sort of immediate current political time of Trump, but it's a reaction to the fact that he was ever voted in as president. And it's a nice song. Well, nice, it's punk, so So this is Millions of Dead Cops and Mein Trump.
Build that wall, 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 build that wall.
They claim immigration is the cause of our plight. All I know for sure is my conf means my fight. Contrived justification makes racism no less wrong. Mein Kampf, Mein Trump, what the fuck is going on? For you it's the legal Mexicans, for Adolf it was the Jews. Deny its tax loophole, you 1% abuse. Kings and queens go taxless, supported by the pawns. Still you claim migrants to blame, what the Trump is going on. So what's the great mind Trump? So Donald, what's the plan? Like the bankers whose bailout is the punchline to the scam, so they could steal the billions from those they foreclosed on, pushing loans that cost the homes. What the Trump is going on? Trump, you're unbelievable. Donald, you're regrettable. Not so inconceivable. Why to you this is great? When you can't believe it, others you can't trust it. Fact is quite disgusting. It doesn't belong in the matter of state. Look in the eye, you always lie. You would deny it's hurtful, it's shameful. You show your trust, it's such a bust, it's woeful. Playful, think it's a joke, or close, literal, not actual. Because the direct, if you suspect, it's pitiful, or factual. You rich little kid, look at you. What do you think? What do you do? Build that wall. Pathological life, who's criminally insane. Treated late at night like a cracker, who's to blame? Always take the credit, you lay away the blame. Accuse the plus, accuse the rest. Always say you're the best. We declare and for trust you nothing to back your claim. Think you can hide, run from your past. You lie and deny, you act so aghast, so faultless and defamed. So honest yet so wrongly blamed, to you it's all the same. It's just a fucking game. For you we have this label, you're mentally unstable. For this job unable, clearly you have no shame. Mexicans are rapists and Muslims are all bad. What the Trump is going on? revolutionize the Ku Klux Klan. You're making folks scared. What the Trump is going on? Hey man, we're being sincere. Robert Barenberg is tweeting lies everywhere around here. What's going on? Hey man, what's going on? Everything you don't like, just call it fake news. What the Trump is going on? Tweet all your fears, bomb whoever you choose. What the Trump is going on? Being a bully is what you do. Sexual misconduct, you just countersued. Hey man, what's going on around here? What's going on? Cut all the regulations, do as you please. Pollute the planet, no on wildlife or trees. Power and bluster is your art of the deal. File chapter 9, it's the art of the steal. Don't believe in science and evolution's untrue. What the Trump is going on? Taxes for the rich, that's how you love to do. What the Trump is going on? So what does the Russians have on you? Sex parties with minors, it's true. Insult women, deny them rights to choose. Just means everyone's gonna lose. Play to the fears, divide and conquer, confuse. What the Trump is? What the Trump is? What the Trump is? What the Trump is? So America first is your mantra. Also we're asking you. We sadly all remember a time that this was true. In education and healthcare, today that nation's gone. Duly sworn, so badly torn, Stephen's gone, a monster born. As we mourn, my Trump is born. So the weak support the strong.
Well, you can't argue with that, can you?
No.
I think that's something that only punk can do, is have that attitude and
A solid slagging off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't argue with that. And I wanted to bring that tonight because it's so, timely.
Absolutely.
But what the Trump is going on.
If you played it in February, it'd be so old.
Yeah, right. Hopefully we've seen the back of the old fucker anyway.
That's right.
And I haven't done too much political ranting tonight because I'm not stoned, and this is the first podcast I've not been stoned for because I've actually given up smoking in its entirety. No tobacco, well, for some time now, but also no pipes, no nothing. So those listeners who tune in to hear me slur significantly after each song are going to be disappointed tonight. Yeah,
it's such a shame for them.
Yeah.
People tuning in especially to hear that. Wow.
Well, I mean, I do get messages from people say how stoned you are is one of the reasons I tune in. So, I mean, this might be our least popular episode to date, but I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that my sparky personality will make up for the slurring one.
Yeah.
But
hopefully the music will make up for it too.
Yeah. What's that? The music? Oh, yeah. So, Simon, do you have another song left?
I do. I ended up, I couldn't decide, so I've got a choice of one of two which way to go, and I think I'm going to go with Stan Tracey, which is something I used to listen to a lot many years ago and just completely forgotten about, and again is just recently rediscovered again. And Stan Tracey is a British jazz pianist, and he wrote this suite based on Dylan Thomas's Under Milk Wood, so inspired by that. And this is one of the tracks from it, and it's got a beautiful sax. It's very, very atmospheric and thoughtful, and it's got a beautiful saxophone in it. So I'm very fond of this piece.
That was so beautiful. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
It's very, very melancholy, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, can I say that I
Mellow.
was expecting this radio show to be quite different. I mean, they're all different, but this is a different sonic dimension, I think. What with a Poppy's noise and a smooth jazz and chilled out, like wow, I'm really enjoying this.
That was really beautiful. I really appreciate it, and I'm about to do a 180 on that.
Of course.
for the last song. But I agree with Alex. I think this has perhaps been the most esoteric and the most far out podcast we've made so far. And this is number 5, and I want to do 6 in the series. So next time I was thinking I was going to bring only electronic music because I haven't represented the fact I like electronic music so much. So it's really nice to have some restful, beautiful music in this episode.
Well, as a sort of palate cleanser before the electronics.
Yeah. Yeah, what do they call it? An amuse-bouche. Yeah, that was really lovely. And again, the saxophone's so soft.
Yes, it's Bobby Wellins, a Scottish sax player. It's very beautiful, yeah.
Very beautiful. So that's drawing us to a close for the chatting anyway. I've got one more song to play, my traditional outro number. Yeah. But it's been an absolute pleasure having you, Simon. I hope you've enjoyed it, despite the technological problems we've had that won't appear when people listen to it.
Yes, it's been a lot of fun once we got started, because we did have a lot messing about at the start, but that's all behind us now. So.
Yeah, that's all behind us now, and I'm really pleased that you have come along and done it. That's great, and hopefully you'll be well prepared and well oiled for the next time now. You know what to expect.
Yes, I'll have to dig out some more interesting things to play.
Yeah, I hope you haven't shot your shot too early.
Oh, no, I think I can come up with a lot of different stuff if called upon.
We could do a electronic only 6th episode.
Yeah, let's do that, Alex.
Each band member picks 2 songs. You get 3. What?
Let's do that. Because we did discuss doing the last episode with everyone, didn't we? I mean, that would be a confused melee. But I think we should attempt it.
Yeah.
We should try.
I've got the mute everyone button, so it's all right.
It would be nice. It would be an excellent way to round off the series to have everyone all in the same podcast at once, I think. So, yeah, let's aim for that. But in the meantime, the last track I'm going to play is from Acid Mother's Temple, who are a psychedelic band that I've been following for a few years now, and they're just one of my favourite gigging bands. I could wax on about them forever and ever, but I'm going to try and keep this short because my dick appointment's about to turn up. So this is Acid Mother's Temple. What's it called, Alex? Pink Lady Lemonade.
Pink Lady.
You'd be forgiven for thinking I am still stoned, but I'm not. I wish I was stoned for listening to this track, though, because it requires a certain level of distance from reality. But it's absolutely beautiful. They're really the psychedelic band of the moment as far as I'm concerned. And they're an excellent gigging band. We might have played them before because I'm spieling off the same stuff that I think I've said about them before, but that just could be in conversation. But anyway, thanks for listening, folks. And Alex, thanks again for supporting us to do this and doing all the hard work.
Yeah,
and Simon, thanks for coming along and bringing your excellent music. I've really enjoyed it.
yeah.
So until next time, here's the Acid Mother's Temple and Pink Lady Lemonade.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Did you like it, Simon?
I rather did, actually. Yes, it's like the Japanese gong, isn't it?
Yeah, they are a bit like a Japanese gong. Yeah.
That's good enough. 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 That's good enough.